here we are again. I think it's important to mention that Mr. Steve, at this very moment, is having a Zoom meeting upstairs. So all I can say is I hope that Mr. Steve is not going to steal any of my bandwidth, because I need all of it, you see. Here we go then. Yes, we are back. It is day 2 of 28 days of February. How are you today? Ole! Here we go again. We are back, baby. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling happy on this lovely, lovely day? The sun is out, the birds are singing, everything is looking ever so nice today, I must be honest with you. By the way, did you enjoy yesterday's live stream? Yes, for those who are wondering what is going on. First of all, my name is Duncan. I talk about the English language quite often. I will pop up on your computer screen live right now. So it is 5 minutes past 2 o'clock here in the UK. I don't know what time it is where you are because I'm not there, you see. Here we go again. Yes, we have made it to our second day of February. You see? Can you see what I did there? Not February, but February. We are going to have a fabulous time. If you love the English language, if you like speaking English, if you love learning English, well, guess what? You are in the right place because this is what we do here. So I will be with you every day. However, tomorrow there will be something slightly different happening tomorrow. So I suppose I should tell you that tomorrow there will be a video, a new video. It will be published tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So I won't be live tomorrow. I won't be doing this tomorrow, but there will be a new video appearing on my YouTube channel tomorrow at the same time. And then I will be live once more on Thursday with more super duper English fun. That's the reason why we are here. Just a few moments ago I went into the garden and guess what I saw? Can you guess what I saw in the garden? Oh, I'm getting very excited now because it really does feel as if spring is on the way. Oh yes, look what I saw this morning. Yes, there are some snowdrops coming up in the garden. Some lovely snowdrops. They have come up. And whenever I see snowdrops, I always think to myself that spring is definitely on the way. And they are very beautiful. They haven't been damaged too much by the heavy rain because we've had a lot of rain over the past 2 days. We had snow last weekend. We had heavy rain yesterday. But it would appear that the snowdrops have survived the big storm that we had last night. And there they are. Oh, aren't they lovely? So I feel very excited because it really does now feel as if spring is on the way. So that's the reason why I'm feeling extra happy today. Very happy indeed. We will be looking outside the window in a few moments to take a look at the landscape, but also we will be trying to spot the white van. This is a new thing I started last week. I started this fun game. I think it's fun anyway. So what I will do, I will show you a live camera and you will see a road in the distance. And what you are looking out for, a white van. So let's see if we can spot the white van. Come on, white van. I want to see you very quickly. So there it is, a live view, and there is one of the main roads In fact, that is the main road that goes from Shrewsbury to Much Wenlock. It is called the Much Wenlock Road, in fact. All we have to do is spot the white van. It might take a while because I think lots of the van drivers at the moment are probably having their lunch. No, that's not a white van. That's a blue lorry. I'm sorry, you don't get any points for a blue lorry. You get nothing. Come on, white van, where are you? If you see a white van, please tell me. Please say, Mr. Duncan, we see the white van. There is no white van yet. We might have to wait for a few moments. Where is the white van? Oh, now that might have been a white van. I'm not sure if that was a white van. Did you see it then? It didn't look big enough. I don't think that was a white van, because white vans are much larger than a car. So I think that was a motor car that we just saw. So we will wait for a few more moments. Come on, white van. We are waiting for a white van. There it is. There is the white van. We have success. Wasn't that quick? I did receive some messages asking, Mr. Duncan, why are you so interested in white vans? Well, I suppose it is a sort of joke, because here in the UK we often talk about people that drive white vans. And during this particular moment of time, we have a lot of people on the roads driving white vans. For various reasons, most of them are delivering things. So they might be courier services, they might be delivering parcels or special deliveries, emergency deliveries perhaps. So that's the reason why we are doing it. We are playing the white van game. We are trying to spot the white van man. We will play that again later on if you want. We can. I don't mind. It's all right. By the way, talking of the view outside is lovely. There it is right now. That is a live view looking out of my studio window. And yes, we have a glorious day. You might be able to see on the top of the hill all of the snow that was there yesterday has now gone. It is an absolutely lovely day here in England. Wonderful. Isn't that nice? The sun is out. It is still a little bit chilly, but at least there is some sunshine and everything is looking rather nice. I hope everything is looking rather nice where you are. I'm not there with you, unfortunately, but I hope you are having a good day. We also have the live chat. Hello, live chat. Nice to see you here as well. As I mentioned a few moments ago, we have made it all the way to another day. It's very nice to see you here. Some very strange things happening to my computer, by the way, today. I am having to cope with some very strange things going on my computer, and I don't know why these things keep happening, but some very strange things keep occurring on my computer. Do you ever lose control of your computer? Does your computer sometimes do things that you didn't expect? Well, that's what was happening to me a few moments ago. Some strange things started appearing on my screen. Yes, we have made it to the second day of 28 days of February. Yes, it's Tuesday. Yes, we have made it to Tuesday. Very nice to see you here today. Ooh, very nice. Hello to the live chat. Yes, it wouldn't be the live stream without you joining me live on the chat. And yes, we do have a lot of people joining me already. Let's have a look, shall we? Shall we have a little look at the live chat? Would you like to see it? Okay, I will put it on the screen for you because that's the kind of guy I am. So you can see the live chat is very busy at the moment. Can I say congratulations to Vitas? Guess what, Vitas? You were first on today's live chat. Pretty good. Well done, Vitas. Also, hello to Mosen. Also, Palmyra is here as well. We also have Mosen. Hello, Mosen. Nice to see you today on the live stream. Yes, we are here once again for our second day. And for those who aren't aware, I will be with you all the way through this particular month, all the way through to the 28th. It is true. Hello also, Mog Mog. Nice to see you here today. By the way, we are talking about work today. Employment. Jobs. What is your job? We will be talking about all of that a little bit later on. Vittoria is here as well. Palmyra. Also, can I say hello to Luis Mendez? He is here joining us today. Hello, Luis. Nice to see you back. Belarusia. Also, we have Beatrice. Alessandra. Nice to see you all here on the live chat. Very nice to see you here as well. Hello also to Palmyra. We have Sajid. Hello, Sajid. Sajid Khan. Hello to you. I hope you are feeling good today as well. Florence is here. We also have Zudzika. Hello, Zudzika. Nice to see you here as well. Yes, we are live with all the English. If your ears are open and ready, there will be lots of English coming your way today. Sandra Gonzalez is here as well. Hello, Sam. Hello, Sam Rainbow. I'm not sure if you are interested, but did you know that February is also called the rectangle month, which means it forms a perfect rectangle on the calendar? Do you know what? I will never look at a calendar the same ever again. Every time I look at a calendar, I will turn to February to see what shape the month is. Okay, thank you, Sam, for that. By the way, today is a special day. We have some breaking news, boys and girls, coming through now on the wire. Apparently that's what they say. It is coming through on the wire. Breaking news coming from Gobbler's Knob. Gobbler's Knob. I think that is a great place name. I want to live in Gobbler's Knob in the USA. We have some breaking news. Yes, the annual event has taken place and we are talking all about Groundhog Day. Has taken place every year on the 2nd of February. Puxatawny Phil. There he is. Isn't he lovely? He's a little groundhog. And apparently he came out of his little nest and he saw his shadow, which is bad news for the residents of Puxatawny because it means they are going to have a few more weeks of bad weather, a few more weeks of inclement weather. So that's what Groundhog Day is all about. Of course, a lot of people know Groundhog Day from the movie starring Bill Murray and Andy McDowell as well. So that's it. It's official. The groundhog came out. He saw his shadow And that's it. I think it's 6 more weeks. Is it 6 more weeks of winter? I think so. But I really love the name of the place where the groundhog lives. I want to go and live in Gobbler's Knob. I like the sound of that, to be honest. I think it sounds like a good place to live. Hello to... Oh, can I say hello to Morella? Morella watching in Montenegro. Hello to you. I hope you are having a good day today. Also, we have Abdul. Miski. Hello, Miski. Oh, Miski Mohammed says, it is my first time seeing you on the live stream. Welcome. Congratulations. Nice to see you here today. Hello also to Kien Ha. Hello to you as well. Where are you watching at the moment? I'm always interested to find out where you are in the world. Always interested to know. Oh, hello, Miski. Miski, apparently, Miski is from Somalia. So can I say a big hello to you? Congratulations. Welcome. A lovely warm welcome to you, and I hope you enjoy this live stream. We have English, we have lots of fun, we have new words. A little bit later on we are going to look at some words connected to working, having a job. This morning I woke up in bed and I felt really uncomfortable. I don't know what was happening this morning. Maybe last night I was sleeping in a strange position, but this is what I looked like this morning when I woke up in my bed. What is going on there? That is what I think maybe Mr. Steve, maybe Steve tried to smother me in the night with a pillow. But that's what I looked like this morning. I looked terrible. I had such a rough night last night. Even my beard disappeared. Perhaps I had a bad dream. Maybe I had a nightmare last night, and that's the result. But yes, I felt a little delicate this morning. So I decided to come down this morning and have one of my lovely toasted muffins. The only problem was I hadn't opened the packet. And when I looked at the packet, it said, to open, cut here. Which seems all right. It seems like a simple thing. The only problem is, it would appear that you have to have 2 pairs of scissors to open them. And unfortunately, I only have 1 pair of scissors. So I couldn't open my muffins because my muffins gave very strict instructions. It said to open, cut here. But as you can see, you have to have 2 pairs of scissors. You have to use the scissors from either side. And unfortunately, I only have 1 pair of scissors. So sadly, I was unable to open my muffins. However, all is not lost because I have my last chocolate digestive biscuit. Did you see yesterday? So this is the last biscuit that I have. My last chocolate biscuit. So this is no ordinary biscuit. This is a biscuit that is covered in chocolate. Are you enjoying this? It's like one of those ASMR videos. Hello everyone. Welcome to my special ASMR video where we are today nibbling on a chocolate digestive biscuit. But this is no ordinary biscuit because this is the last biscuit that I have in the house. So every day during February, or should I say Fabuary, I am going to take a little nibble from my biscuit. Very nice. It still tastes fresh. It hasn't gone soggy, which is good. So I have to make sure that this biscuit lasts for the whole of this month, because I don't have time to go to the shops. So I have to make this biscuit last for the whole 28 days. So I will put it back into the packet, and I will have a little bit more of this on Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow it is a new video being published tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Yes, it is the same biscuit, Priscilla. Unfortunately, I only have one biscuit left, you see. Just one biscuit left in the house. It is the last chocolate biscuit. Oh, talking of food, by the way. Last night, Mr. Steve and myself, we had some chips. Once again, we had some lovely homemade air-fried chips. For those who don't know, Mr. Steve bought me a lovely Christmas present, a machine that you can use for making, well, all sorts of food. But so far, the only thing we've actually been doing is making chips. So the only thing we've actually been making in our air fryer is chips. And apparently chips, or air fryers, should I say, air fryers have become very popular. Apparently they are the most trendy thing at the moment. Another thing, apparently, that people are starting to do to amuse themselves during these strange times, apparently people are starting to take up a new hobby. And that hobby is roller skating. Can you believe it? Apparently people are now starting to take up roller skating. So whilst they are trapped, maybe in their garden or in their house or in their neighbourhood, people are now buying roller skates. Apparently it's the hottest thing. Air fryers and roller skates. Perhaps you could roller skate along the road whilst eating some chips. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Hello also to Priscilla. Oh, hello, Priscilla. Hello also to Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Nice to see you here. Thank you for dropping by to say hello. It's very nice to see you here again. Mog says, it is night time here and I wish I could eat that biscuit. Well, maybe you can. Perhaps your local shop might have some chocolate biscuits, you see? So maybe you can treat yourself later. Who knows? Oh, we have Pedro Belmont is here again. Hello, Pedro. Nice to see you here. Yes, we are doing special live streams for the whole of February. Instead of February, we have decided to give it another name. We have decided to call it Fabuary. So there it is. Now you know. You know what it's all about. The reason why I'm doing this is something special for 28 days of February, or as I like to call it, Fabuary. We are going to talk about something we all have to do, something we have no choice about, something that we all have to do to survive. We have to do it. If we didn't do it, we wouldn't be able to survive. Today we are talking about working. So I suppose a good question to start with, a good question to begin with is, what is your job? Now, I know some people might find it a little personal, so you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I am interested to find out what your job actually is. A lot of people ask about my job. Well, my job is doing this, so you know what my job is because I'm doing it right now. But what about you? I wonder what your job is. What do you do for a living? So I will give you a few moments to answer the question. And if you have a career, a job, a means of living, we will look at all of those words a little bit later on. But in my life, I've done many different jobs. A lot of people assume that I've always done this, but I only started doing this about 19 years ago. So I've been doing this for 19 years, and I've been teaching on YouTube for around 15 years. So I went to China. I got lots of wonderful experience there, teaching and also meeting many students and finding out all of the things that people who are learning English need to know. So I tried my best to find out as much as I could during my early days of teaching, and that's exactly what I did. But before that, well, I've done many jobs in my life. Sometimes I have done jobs that were not very nice. Maybe jobs that were a little unpleasant. Maybe jobs that were a little degrading, dare I say. So there are many jobs that I've done in the past that were not very pleasant. But, as I'm sure you know, we all need to survive. We all need to make a living in our lives. So we all have to have a job. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, Lolly says, I am a mental health nurse in France. A very good job. How are you dealing with your job at the moment, though, because of all of the strange situations going on? Has it affected your job very much? Lolly. But yes, a good job, and you are helping lots of people, I am sure. Rawan says, I am a student. Well, I suppose you might say that being a student, studying, is a kind of job. The only problem is you don't get paid for it. However, if you are lucky, you might actually get an internship. So if you become an intern, that means you can actually have experience in the workplace. You might join a company and they will give you lots of training and experience, lots of valuable experience. Thank you also to Priscilla is a school teacher. Pretty good. You have a very good job, Priscilla. Very similar to my job. Also, we have, Belarusia is here. I know what you do. I know what your job is. You look after people's teeth. By the way, I really do need to see the dentist, but the problem is at the moment, all of the dentists are closed. But I really do want to go to the dentist. I feel as if my teeth need a very deep clean. Slobodan. Hello, Slobodan. I am an attorney at law. You are an attorney, a lawyer. I see. I suppose I should be very careful what I'm saying. Maybe you are writing down everything I'm saying, and perhaps at some point it might be used against me in a court of law. But perhaps you can represent me. Maybe you can be my lawyer. Isn't that nice? An attorney. Attorney is a great word. So a person who is an attorney is a lawyer. They normally operate in a specialized field of law. So there are many areas of law, business law, maybe there is financial law, maybe employment law. So there are many different types of law. And of course, social law, the laws that we all have to obey on a daily basis. The laws that we have to obey every day. Nofosh. Hello, Nofosh. Nofosh Akosh says, I am an architect. Ooh, can I just say, I think that deserves... Do you know what that deserves? That deserves a fancy pants. Oh, fancy pants. Oh, an architect. Fancy pants. Oh, very nice. Hello, Anna Cobby. I teach the Italian language here in the Netherlands. Again, you are a teacher. Very good. Miguel is a mechanical engineer. That is a job that sounds simple. But I would imagine being a mechanical engineer means you have to have a very good head for mathematics. Am I right? All I can say is that I would be a terrible engineer. I think so. I would be an awful engineer. As I said yesterday, my mathematics is terrible. Edit Goulet says, I was an animation drawer and later a fashion editor. So two very different jobs there. But I must admit, I am interested in your first job. So you worked as a drawer for animation. So you used to draw characters? Is that what you did? Many people who work in animation quite often are involved in something called painting. So quite often you will have maybe the characters, the actual scenes, but then you will have to add all of the colour. So in the past, people would have to work and colour every frame of a cartoon. A very long, painstaking job. I think you have to have a lot of patience to do that. So Edit Goulet, you are now a fashion editor. Very nice. Maybe you can give me some fashion tips. Maybe one of the tips will be, Mr. Duncan, can you please lose the beret? Lose the beret. Why are you wearing a big red beret? We don't know why. Oh, Zudzika. Interesting. Zudzika says my job is related to Bitcoin. So you are a person who is a wheeler dealer. You like to play with the stock market, maybe. You like to invest in certain things. Well, many people at the moment are talking about Bitcoin. In fact, quite a few people are talking about investing their money and buying shares for various reasons. I don't know if you've seen the news recently, but people have been going crazy buying up stocks. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't fully understand the way in which the stock markets work because I'm not really an investor. Mr. Steve is. Mr. Steve loves playing with the stock markets. However, I don't. But one of the things I do know, the only thing I know about stock markets is you sell high and you buy low. Is that right? Buy low, sell high. Is that right? Am I right there? That's the only thing I know about investing money on the stock market. I don't know anything else. So I believe that you sell high so you can make money. No, that doesn't sound right. Yes, I think it is. You sell high and buy low. That's it. I think so. You can tell that I'm not an investor. I think so. Oh, we have Racer. Hello, Racer. Racer says, I am a daycare teacher. So what does that involve? Do you have children with you all day whilst the parents are at work? Is that what you do? I'm very interested to find out more about your Bitcoin job, because many people are talking about these things. Investing, gambling on the stock market. Do you do that sort of thing? I don't, you see. I don't, to be honest with you. But Mr. Steve is very interested in all of that stuff. He really is. We've been looking at your jobs. Now we are going to look at some words connected to having a job. Well, first of all, we have the word job. Job is something that can be used in more than one way. When we say job, we actually mean task, a thing that you have to do, a task that you have to carry out. So your job can be something that you have to do once. Maybe you have to do some maintenance work in your garden. Maybe something needs fixing. So that might be the job that you have to do, maybe for today or tomorrow. So a job can be a task, something you have to do, something you have to carry out, something you have to do, maybe repair something, fix something, build something. Maybe you have to paint something. Your job. And then if we want to be more specific, we can say your occupation. Well, of course, occupation is the thing that you do, the thing that you do for your job, the thing you do every day. You go to work, your occupation. Quite often when we say occupation, we mean a specialist area. So maybe your occupation concerns a certain thing that you do every day, or maybe 5 days a week, or maybe at the weekend. Your occupation is the thing that you do. Something that occupies your time is your occupation. It describes the thing that you do. We also have livelihood as well. We often talk about our job as our livelihood. So when we say livelihood, we often mean your means of earning money, your way of surviving. As I mentioned a few moments ago, we have no choice about working. We have no choice. We have to do it. We have to try and find a job. We have to find something that we can do. We have to find a purpose, I suppose. So in my job, well, when I say my job, I mean my jobs, because I've done many jobs over the years. So before I started teaching, I used to also be involved in sales as well. I did that for a few years, and I was rather good at it. In fact, I was so good at selling, I used to train people in the job that I did. I used to train them to sell. So that's what I used to do. That's what I used to do many years ago before I started teaching. I've always been involved with people. I've always been involved with the public in all of the work that I've ever done. I've always been involved in some way with other people. Hiroko says, I have already retired, so every day is like Sunday. So how long have you been retired? How long ago did it happen? Was it recent? Now, I always think that if you retire, you always have to have some sort of plan. From my own point of view, my own personal opinion. So before I retire, before I give up my work, I have to make sure that I have something else for me to do, another thing to do. Because retiring sometimes can be a traumatic experience. I think it can. It can be quite traumatic. So if you suddenly stop working because you've retired, what do you do afterwards? How do you spend your time after that? Ricardo. Apparently, Luis Mendez was talking about the stock market. Apparently, oh yes, this is interesting. Apparently, many stock markets or many shares are inflated. So their value is more than they are worth. I see what you mean. Yes, that's a good one. Many people on here are teachers. I think so. I would appear to attract a lot of teachers. Rowan. Oh, Rowan, you are right. Yesterday I said I was going to take a picture of Mr. Steve's office, but I forgot about it. I forgot all about it. I can't do it now because I'm on here, but I will show you a picture of Mr. Steve's very sophisticated studio, or should I say his office. Very nice. He has lots of high-tech equipment in his office right now. It looks amazing. So yes, I will take a photograph of Mr. Steve in his office and I will show it on Thursday. Dana is also a teacher. Nice. Rosa asks, what is a wheeler dealer? A person who is a wheeler dealer is a person who often makes deals with other people. Maybe they buy things and sell things. We often describe that person as a wheeler dealer. They sometimes sell things and sometimes they buy things. Quite often you might describe a person who invests money on the stock market. You might say that they are a wheeler dealer. They like to buy things and sell things. Livelihood. It is your way of surviving. Here's another word, labour. Now this is a word that can be used as both a verb. So you can labour over something. You can labour over something. You are labouring. You labour. But of course, the word labour also means work. So heavy work, hard work, work that requires you to have a lot of strength might be described as labour. So labour, you labour over something. You are labouring. You are doing some heavy, strenuous work. Labour. Of course, the reason why we work is to make sure that we have a source of income. Now here is the word. Now I mentioned this word yesterday, didn't I? There it is. Source. So there is a word that I actually mentioned yesterday. Source. So your source of income. And there is the other word, income. Your source of income. So you need to have a job and you need to be paid for that job so you have some money. Your income is your money. The money that you earn from your job is your income. So that's the reason why we work for most of the time. Of course, some of us work for nothing. Some of us work for free. I wonder who that could be. It's me. I work for free. Yeah, all of this, everything here is free. Yes, I don't charge you anything for this. I really don't. Saeed. Oh, that's interesting. Saeed retired in 2017. So how are you enjoying your retirement, Saeed? Is it good? Are you having lots of fun? Here's another word. Your means of living. So your job provides two things. First of all, it gives you something to do with your time. Let's face it. Sometimes if you have nothing to do, you can feel bored. So having a job gives you a purpose. You have something to do. You can offer your services to someone. But also a job is a means of living. You have to have a job to live. So when we say your means, the means are the things that you have or the things that you earn, your way of surviving, your means of living. So that's the reason why we most of us have a job, because we have to live. We have to earn money. When we talk about our job, we often discuss our career. I'm sure you have a career. I have a career. Your work path can be described as your career. So just because you start doing a certain thing when you are young, it doesn't mean that you will do that thing all your life. Some people do lots of different jobs during their lives, including me. So over the years, I've actually done many jobs over the years. Some of the jobs were very unpleasant. I know I've mentioned this before in my life. I've done some very horrible jobs. For a few months, I had to work as a cleaner. It's true. This is going back many, many years. But yes, when I didn't have a job, I had to go out and I had to find any job. I had to do anything. So I was always willing to do some work. Even if the work was unpleasant, I would still do it. So yes, I used to work cleaning the floors in a large supermarket. And I used to have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would go to work and I would clean the floors in the supermarket. And I would go upstairs and I would have to sometimes I would have to clean the toilets. And I have no shame saying that, because sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes when you have no job, maybe during a difficult period of time, you have to take anything. You have to take any job. And that's what I did. So I never worried about doing a job that was unpleasant or difficult. And there is a reason for that I will explain later on. I will explain later on why it is a good thing to do any job, anything, even if that job is a little bit unpleasant. There are two types of job, two ways of doing your work. You can be employed by someone, so that means you work for another person, or maybe you work for a company. You are employed by the company. You are employed by another person. So that person will pay you for doing your job. And then you can be self-employed. And this is interesting because I went into self-employment many years ago, and it's not an easy thing to do. I think self-employment, there it is, self-employment is not easy. Being employed by someone, I think, is much easier. I think it's much easier to be employed by someone than to be self-employed. And the reason is because if you are self-employed, then you have to do all of the documents, all of the paperwork, all of the tax returns. You have to do everything yourself. So not only do you have to do your job, you have to do all of the administration as well. And that can be very difficult. Can I let you on a secret? I'm going to tell you a little secret now, and I've never told you this before, because sometimes I do like to share my secrets. Mr. Steve takes care of my bookwork. Mr. Steve does it. I don't have to do it, you see. Isn't that good? So you might say that Mr. Steve is my accountant. Is there anything that Mr. Steve can't do? He is the most amazing person. He can do so many different things. He really can. So you can be employed by another company or self-employed. And of course, the length of time that you work each week can vary. You can work full-time. So, for example, here in England, most people work for around 40 hours each week. So the average working week is 40 hours. But of course, you can also work part-time as well. So maybe your job is only there for a few hours each week. You only have to do your job for maybe 10 or 15 hours a week. So many years ago, I also used to work part-time. So again, sometimes you have no choice over the type of work you take. So in the past, when things were hard, and I am going back many years, I did do part-time work. So you can have full-time work and part-time work. And of course, at the end of the week or the month, you will always receive your wage or salary. You will receive your wage or your salary. So most people these days will be paid every month. So at the end of the month, you receive your wage. You receive your salary. Another word, well, we have pay, and we have something called remunerate. You remunerate. You give something in return. So you might say that your wages or your salary is something that is given back to you. It is something that is given back. So you provide your time and your energy and your labour, and they give you something in return. So what about you in the past? Have you done any unusual jobs? Maybe jobs that you didn't enjoy doing? Maybe a job that you didn't like? Maybe something that you had difficulty doing? Sometimes it happens. Maybe we start a job, maybe we work for a company, and perhaps the work is too hard. The work is too difficult to actually do. If you are very lucky, you might receive some training. You might get some training. You might be able to join a company and get some training. We often use the word apprentice. An apprentice is a person who works alongside another person. They watch that person working. They watch that person doing their job. So an apprentice is someone who is learning from another person. And finally, this is my favourite word of all. I think this word is the most incredible word in the world, especially if you're talking about your job or your career. The word is experience. The most valuable thing you will ever get in your life. More valuable than gold, more valuable than diamonds. Experience. You can't put a price on experience because when you learn something, you keep it forever. So in my own life, I've noticed that there is no such thing as bad experience. All experience is good experience. All experience is useful experience. So whatever it is you do, whatever it is you are trying to do with your life, you can find a place where you can get experience, learn how to do something, give yourself a skill, gain experience. So every single job that I've done in my life, I've always taken away some experience from that job. Even when I was cleaning the floors in the supermarket over 30 years ago, I actually learned things. And the things I learned, even doing that job, are still with me to this day. So if you learn something, if you get experience, you can't begin to appreciate the value of experience. It is something you can't put a price on. You really can't. Ricardo says, experience is the mother of science. Yes, I think so. I think experience is the mother of life. Because if you don't get experience, then you will have no skills. That's where your skills come from, you see. Experiencing things. Even if you learn something in school, or learn something at university, or if you learn something when you start a new job, you are gaining something that's very valuable, something you can't put a price on. And that thing is experience. You can't put a price on experience. It can give you a lot of help in your life. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. This is the second live stream that I've done this month. Don't forget, I am back with you tomorrow as well. Vittoria says, before teaching, I was a lawyer's secretary and a congress organizer. All of these things were good experience. Yes, I agree with you. Whatever it is, even if the thing that you are learning, even if it doesn't seem useful at that moment, you might find later on in your life that thing will be useful. It will be valuable. A good example, I suppose, was when I was a teenager, I was always interested in taking photographs. It was something that I always liked doing. So I've got lots of photographs of my mother and my family, lots of photographs of nature in the area where I lived, the area where I grew up. And I became very interested in taking pictures. And I thought, this is quite good fun. It's great. You can take a picture of a person and that moment of time is frozen forever. And here I am now, many years later, standing in front of a camera and also using a camera, not only to take pictures, but also to film videos. So you see, any experience in your life can lead to something else, even if at the time you don't know what it is. It could be something that comes along later in your life. Thank you very much for your company today. I am going in a moment. Yes, my hour has come to an end. Don't forget, tomorrow we have something different. From tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, there will be a new video. Wow. There will be a new video on my YouTube channel. Something I haven't done for a long time. And then on Thursday, I will be back with you live. Thursday, live from 2 p.m. UK time. So please look out for my video tomorrow. It will be there. You will have a chance to look at something unusual, something different, and you can listen to my voice at the same time. If you can stand it, please join me then. Thank you, Mr. Duncan. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Moretta. Thank you, Faye. I am a teenager and I just can't teach myself. It is all that I can do for my future. Oh, I see. So you are learning new things. Well, the best time to learn something new is always when you're young. Always. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you very much. I am going to have a cup of tea with Mr. Steve. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget, tomorrow I am with you on video tomorrow, Wednesday. And then on Thursday I am back once more live right here in my little studio. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. See you on Thursday. And also don't forget to look out for my video tomorrow. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I am going now. It is time to say goodbye for now. I will see you again very soon. And of course, until the next time we meet here on YouTube, wherever you are in the world, whatever you are doing, stay happy, stay safe, keep that smile upon your face. And of course, you know what's coming next. Ta-ta for now.